from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. We got plenty more farmed animals, big and small, all for love and love for all. Welcome to Eve's Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. Our mission is to inspire kindness and compassion for farmed animals everywhere. You can help us take action by volunteering or through donations, or visit our store and check out our website to learn more. Welcome to Eve's Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. Happily ever after Farm Sanctuary.
Hello, welcome to Barnside Chat. We're here with Raymond, star of the show. Decided to flip the camera around this time. Never thought of that before. So he's going to be here the whole time, staring at us. See lots of folks tuning in already. Claire, Gail, Gladys, Sylvia, Jerry Lee, thank you for tuning in. We're going to give you all the resident updates, all the sanctuary updates in a second. See if I did this right. Nope.
It's a 50-50, and we get it wrong every time.
You never know. This is Chris. I'm
Hello.
Andrea. If you have any questions during the program, let us know in the comments, and we will answer them in next week's Magic Rainbow Bag, our favorite segment. I'm very excited. We have a few questions today to answer from last week, and we are here live with Raymond in Sheffield, Ontario, Canada. He is just honking. I hope you can hear him. Let us know. That's his favorite thing to do is honk.
We'll have to put a mic on him, but he might just take over the show at that point.
Yeah, I think maybe at the end we'll just mic him up and he can just chat to you guys about everything he's up to. There's the Raymond update and the resident update. So I'm going to tell you about our program. On our agenda, we have resident updates, Ray's in there, ways to get involved in the sanctuary, Magic Rainbow Bag, classic, and a new segment, You Said It, back by popular demand. We're going to start with resident updates, and we're going to talk about Raymond. Hi, Deb. Thanks for tuning in. People tuning in from all over the place. Montreal, let us know where you're tuning in from. We have Ray behind us, and we're going to chat about a few of his updates. Claire says, Ray, we could hear you.
Perfect.
I feel like I'm in his way. Like I think he should be in the camera more than me.
He wants to be in the camera, that's for sure.
So Ray is, I mean, he's always excited. As Chris was mentioning to me right before we came on the live, he went from like a 0 to 10 very quickly. Because he's Ray, and also because he's on amoxicillin right now. Chris, why is he on amoxicillin?
He's been having dental issues. We're not exactly sure the cause of those at this point, but he is booked in. He is booked in with the vet this week, next week. I don't know what date it is.
I think we're planning on next week.
Okay, so it's next week. Is he's booked in?
Yeah, I don't know if we
to get
have
that
100%. I'm waiting to hear back from them. We're playing a bit of phone tag, but we're hoping to get him in. There is a vet who, I think he's seen him before, because Ray has been to OVC once before. I think it's the same vet. We were trying to figure that out earlier. So I think that vet's going to be seeing him next week. Plan is sedation with some rads, so good dental rads from top, bottom, through the jaw. And then if they find anything, he'll be potentially like surgery or whatever needs to happen the next day. So that's what he's up to.
Yes, so that makes things easy, as it's just one trip for us to bring him in.
Yes.
And then if need be, he can be there for the 24, 48 hours instead of us transporting him multiple times. It's all set up to make it as easy as possible on him.
Which is amazing. Yeah, that's how they've booked him in. And if they don't need the surgery spot the next day, that's fine. I've been a bit distracted. I don't know if Chris mentioned this, but he's been dropping his hay a bit. Did you say that?
I did not.
Okay.
I said gentle issues. I didn't
Yes.
get into
Yeah,
how
so what
we knew.
we're seeing and smelling is one thing as bad breath. And what we're seeing is he's able to eat his food normally. He gets kibble, which is sometimes soaked and sometimes dry, and he's able to eat that normally, which he'd have to have pretty bad dental issues not to be able to chew that. But when he eats his hay, which he loves, like he is passionate about his hay. I think that's what he's chewing on right now. Before he came over here, he's been dropping some of it. So it means there could be potential molar issues, but we're not sure until we can see in there. Pig molars are way back here, so there's no way to safely do it on site. And I wouldn't opt to sedate him on site. He doesn't do super well under sedation. That's kind of a Ray thing and a pig thing. We don't want to take those risks. So if they're sedating him at OPC, they'll have everything they need there. So that's Ray's update with his teeth. He's so cute. Okay, Hercules update. We had a few people asking about, where did I put that? I'm just clicking on everything. Hercules, because we had this picture go up online and folks were asking about his little foot.
Yes, so he was lame on his front left pretty severely last week. So the picture here, you can see we did a boot soak on him, which is just like warm Epsom salts. We're hoping to kind of draw out anything if there's like an abscess or something in there. We didn't get anything out from that boot soak, but we did some like hoof trims and care on his foot, and we put him on meloxicam, which is a pain medication, and amoxicillin, which is an antibiotic, just to kind of cover our bases. And he's been improving. He's more or less back to normal, still a little lame, but definitely improved. So he's doing well, but he would still love all of your love and support because he really needs it.
Every day.
Every day he needs your
Regardless of
love and
what's
support.
happening.
From an emotional standpoint, he's still very needy. Physically, he's doing much better.
Yes.
But yes, so all good news for Hercules.
Yes. I'm going to take our mics off because people seem to be having, if it's the mics or what's going on. So we're just going to take these off, and if that was the issue, apologies. There's a few people that noted the sound might be too low, so we're going to try without, see how that works. But yeah, the short note on Hercules is he's much improved. I think we're going to go back to every 3 days for his pain meds since he's not acutely lame anymore. He was really sore for a few days. He was seen by our osteopath right away, who noted that he might have had like an ankle twist. He's older. He's 10. Getting out of bed really quickly for breakfast could do it. So
yeah, and that whole group is very excited for their breakfast, even though they're all very old and arthritic, and they could just slow down and we'll bring food to them. But no, they are very passionate. So
yes. So that's Herky's update. He's doing better, which is great news. If you didn't hear it before, I hope, maybe, I don't know what happened, but Ray, dental issues, he's here behind us, and he's going to go in probably next week. I'm just waiting for a call back. We have a Tammy update. What's happening with Tammy?
Tammy, so she was lame on her front right. Just trying to remember. I don't think we found any specific causes, so we think our best guess is probably she sprained it or twisted it when she was running away during breakfast. She's been on stall rest. We kept her separate just because she is kind of the bottom of the herd. We didn't want her getting bullied or having to run away more than necessary. So she's been separate. She's been getting on her separate feed and lots of love and attention. She's doing better. And I think we're going to bring her back to her group this week.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's a plan. We've had enough days where she's consistently well. The first week it was like she'd be fine, and then a minute later she would be barely walking on that foot. So it was kind of touch and go for a while. Yeah, it was a mosquito.
Yeah, the notes were very difficult because one caregiver would be like, she looks awful, and then like I'd go see her and it'd be like, she looks fine.
What's happened with you and Bailey that one day?
Yeah.
You guys were like, get over here and see her, and then I came over and she was walking completely normally. And that can happen in those cases, depending on, I don't know. But yes. She's feeling better. I think her back end's feeling better as well.
Yeah.
I think that was bothering her because of her spondylosis. So overall, she's doing better. Plan is to get her back with that herd, the herd that she's been with most recently, which is April's family. She's living directly side by side, so we're thinking the integration shouldn't be too
Yeah, they've had
wild.
fence time the entire time. She's been chatting with Hercules and Mercy and everybody all week. So it shouldn't be a big integration. They've seen each other. They've been talking to each other.
Yeah, which is ideal for all of them because they're all in the same boat physically with all of their different ailments. Jeannie update. I think we mentioned last week that she was having some coughing and feeling off. I'm trying to remember. Maybe not. That was happening if we did say it, and I'm just saying it now.
Well, let us know if the sound's working.
There's a pig meeting. Ray's checking it out.
Yeah, it's with Jolene, Fiona, Oksana, and Raymond.
Yeah, they're just chatting up a storm. Okay, well, Jeannie, yeah, she wasn't feeling super well. She had a wet cough, which is not ideal. And what else? Inappetence, which means she wasn't really excited to eat. She got diagnosed with lungworm.
Yeah.
A few days ago, we did a fecal test, and the test results came back very quickly. So she's been treated for that, and also I think the entire herd.
We did do the entire herd just to kind of cover our bases because I believe Elmer or Gilbert, I can't remember which one, also tested positive.
Yeah.
So our vet said probably
Assuming
everybody has it.
exposure for everyone.
So it was easier just to kind of treat everybody at once, which we did last week and was not fun at all because it is an oral med and they hated it.
Tastes gross.
So it was, but they're all done. It was just a single dose for everybody. And Jeannie has improved. I'm not hearing a cough anymore. She did have a little sneezing fit yesterday, which was funny. I think unrelated.
No, I think it's unrelated too. But yeah, it was kind of cute.
It was very cute, yeah.
We had let them all outside, so I don't know if the fresh air. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, her allergies are going off right now, as I'm sure everybody's is.
But yeah,
she just had a little sneeze fit. It was very cute.
She's feeling much better. We're also going to test the other group. I don't know. They don't live together, but we also don't know how they were exposed to lungworm. I think Nicole was saying it's something that's spread by like slugs. And they haven't been outside, so we're not really understanding what's happening there. But anyways, they haven't had a treatment. We'll retest, potentially treat one more time. Sometimes with parasites, you need a few different treatments. Raymond's itchy. He should use the brush that I installed for him. That was donated. Thank you, whoever donated. If you're in the feed right now, if you're in the comments. The pigs aren't using it, so I think I'm going to move it to the goats and sheep. I'll make sure you see that footage. They will definitely love it. I did try with the pigs. I pushed like Raymond into it a little bit. Bailey showed him how to use it, and they haven't been using it. They use the gates to kind of scratch themselves on. But anyways, those are all the resident updates, I think. Anything else?
I don't think so.
No.
I think that's it.
Everybody's doing great. Oksana's doing great. Ray's still trying to get our attention.
As he always is.
He's like changes the angle to be like, what about if I stand here? He's waiting for his amoxicillin.
Which he will get in about
it's
7 hours.
It's a countdown. You need to have like a countdown timer for him.
Yeah, usually it'll be like, 7 o'clock when he gets that. So he's a little early, but his enthusiasm is there. So appreciate that.
He's testing the gate, make sure those chains are on, because sometimes, they're not. Ways to get involved. We're going to go over a few different ways that you can get involved in the sanctuary. One of the best ways is becoming a monthly donor, which gives us peace of mind, knowing what's coming in every single month. You can head over to happilyeveresther.ca to sign up to become a monthly donor if you're not already. I know a lot of folks in the comments already are because I recognize your names, so thank you so much. That is super helpful way to contribute. Also, we have work days coming up. So these are group work days starting on April 26th, which is really soon.
It is very soon.
I think I put it on Instagram and I already forget, but I think it's like 12 days away.
What's the date today? 14, 15? I don't know. I've been here all weekend, so I don't know time. I'm just here. I don't know what days are.
Nope. Something like that. Just under 2 weeks, we'll say that. It's really soon.
Yes.
So we still have spots. You can sign up on our website, and all of the days for those are on the website. Tour days are not up yet, but those will be something to look forward to. And another way to get involved, we also accept regular volunteers like Chris, doing a little bit of everything. Tell us about those.
Well, we just had 2 new volunteers have their first shift this past week, which was
Sophia.
amazing. Yeah,
Did I make that up? I saw
that is
somebody
one
tag us on
yes.
Instagram. That was their first shift.
Yes. So if you follow our Instagram, we'll share posts from our volunteers. So plug the Instagram as well. But yes, we just had 2 new volunteers start who absolutely love it. I think one of them had already fallen in love with Obama, of course, as everyone does who gets to work with him.
Yeah, it's interesting to see people's first reaction to all the residents and who they kind of connect with.
Yeah, I think both of them worked with the sheep and goats and our birds first, which is typically how we start our volunteers, just because the pigs are a little bit bigger.
You need to have a bit of awareness and understanding of pigs before you get too involved in their lives.
Whereas generally, at least, especially the one group of goats and sheep are pretty much all very friendly and all want your attention. So usually we start there. It's a great introduction. You get lots of cuddles. Pixie. Yes, everyone loves Pixie, who we can see right now.
Yeah, it's kind of like opposite when Ray is usually across the hall. Anyways, I got distracted. Yes, we're always accepting new volunteers, regular volunteers. And they're here every day of the week, and it's really exciting and fun. You can clean up poop.
It doesn't sound fun to say you clean up poop, but you get to clean up poop while surrounded by a bunch of adorable residents. So it really elevates the experience.
And it's like kind of relaxing.
It is. So now that we have those like nicer, warmer evenings,
Yesterday
being
was
outside
amazing.
when you're with Pouty and BJ Escalade, like it's so nice. So you're on the nice big open air, you're cleaning poop. They want your attention, so you get little scratches. It's
little bit
a
exercise.
very relaxing time.
Yeah, don't sign up for the gym. Just come here. So again, oh my gosh, it is so chatty today. 26 is the first one. Oh no. Oh, this is what we meant the other day, and we didn't want to show it, but it's happening. Now you know. One of Ray's many pastimes is he nurses on Jolene and Fiona, so I'm not sure who the mom is. I don't think he maybe knows at this point. It's a bit of a comfort thing. Who else does it?
I mean, Brindle will do it to April.
Just kind of one-off. I feel like he does it in moments of like slight stress sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Ray wasn't stressed. I don't know what he's doing.
Ray is just desperate for it.
Fiona's like, that's enough. You're 7 years old, which in human years is probably about 52.
Yeah, it's probably time to wean him off that. Ray is very needy, loves attention, and if he's not getting it
Wherever
from us,
he's getting it,
he will go get it from somebody
I
else.
think that's what was happening. He's been honking at us for 17 minutes, and realized that he needed some other kind of form of attention. I think it's comforting. It's not like full suckling, but just kind of that nursing motion. Anywho, learned something new here. Didn't know you were going to see that. And other ways you can get involved is just doing things like being a part of this program, liking, commenting, sharing, all those things, talking to your friends about the sanctuary. Head on over to our website. Head on over to our Instagram, our YouTube. Hi, Kevin from YouTube. I see you. Our sound is fixed. Thanks for letting us know, because that's very helpful, because we can't hear it. We're just here yapping. We're going to get into the magic rainbow bag. There we are. If you have any questions with Magic Rainbow Bag, let us know in the comments and they will be answered next week. First one up is, how do the female pigs fit into the hierarchy?
I don't think there's any real differences between male and female. So April's herd, April's the boss.
I think her being the mother
probably plays into it.
But then you look back here and Malcolm is either Fiona or Jolene's son, probably, but he's the head of the herd.
Yeah, but this herd hierarchy makes zero sense to me. I don't understand it.
Like every day we look over and we're like, oh, I didn't know Oksana was below Ray in the hierarchy, because I thought Ray was the absolute bottom of the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Jeannie's fighting somebody.
Probably Hazel. It is Hazel, yeah.
I mean, in a nice way. They're fighting.
Always play. It's
At least she's feeling well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Hazel gets her riled up, and they're the same height. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think like male female it doesn't make a huge difference in the hierarchy. I think you'll get a mixed bag. I think when you have like a mom, like an April, that's kind of default. But then I don't know how that worked back here. But they've had a lot of changes in their lives. April's been very consistent. She's had her babies at the sanctuary and lived with them ever since. Whereas this group's been through a million changes. Sammy was kind of default the head pig, not because of sex, gender, just because he was slightly older than that group when he got introduced and took over.
And he's a lot bigger.
Yeah,
so.
massively bigger.
Yeah, kind of died default, but
yeah,
this group where you had kind of a good mix of everybody who all kind of came from different times.
Yeah,
it's all over the place. And now Braxton is desperate for a belly rub. It looks like.
I'm gonna show you Braxton.
I don't know if you can see Braxton.
Her and Ray look a bit similar. From this angle on the screen, she looks like Benjamin.
She does look like Benjamin.
There's a bunch of females in there that look more like the piglets than the males do, which I don't understand. Like, I feel like Oksana and Brad look identical. Helen, Oksana, and Brad have the similar markings on the face. Oh, see? Itching on the gate, but not in the scratcher that we installed.
It's really disrespectful. These pigs have no respect.
I feel like that'd be so unsatisfying, scratching on like a smooth gate.
Yeah, I don't know. They always do it. They're always on the gates, and it's like, it's right there.
I know.
It's right there.
We have 2 of them thanks to your donations from our Amazon wish list. So I'm going to be installing that one somewhere different. And I think, maybe goats and sheep. We'll see.
I mean, they were using the other ones that were installed,
Yep.
the flat black ones.
Yeah, we had a few. We added a few more on the wish list because we realized they really like them. So those are back up on the wish list too. Okay, next question. Ray's back to eating his hay. This is about Hercules.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned him at the
He
beginning.
is the king of relaxation. He knows exactly what to do.
And his
Anytime he gets
bandage
too
is off.
excited. So if there's too much excitement, he goes and lays down. If there's not enough excitement, he goes and lays down.
Yesterday, when I let them out to their outside area that they haven't had access to in a minute, he got overstimulated and self-regulated by putting himself back inside. So he gets overwhelmed kind of easily. But yeah, his foot's better. That's like the gist of that. Thank you for your question. This is about the ducks. Will they ever go outside into a real pond because of the bird flu?
Probably not. I think that would. I mean, we don't have like a natural pond near us that they
not
could have
close.
easy access to. But yeah, it would obviously be a very big risk because it would have to be covered.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the reality of the world we live in. Is that it is locally to us, so it's much safer for them to have the pond indoors or in the arena. So we're building nicely there, and then they will have an outdoor area that we can, cover and protect.
Yeah, all the bird spaces are being built out, so they have both options depending on migration patterns, what the local cases are for HPAI. HPAI is super, super scary, not just for birds, but cats. It's super deadly to cats. Humans have been getting it in certain areas, so we're just being very careful. But the new pond for the ducks is being worked on right now, and it is massive. I think it'll be better than anything that we could offer them outside. So they'll have that inside in a covered area, have everything they need in their inside area, same with all the other birds, plus outside access. Eventually, that's all being worked on right now because it's a new property, and also just figuring out what's happening with HPAI. So that's a great question. Thank you. This one's from Cheryl. How's Tammy doing? Again, we gave an update at the beginning, but if you miss it because the sound was off or whatever's happening, she's doing great.
She's doing great. She's been getting lots of love, lots of belly rubs. She's kind of been by herself, so she just kind of like lays down and lets you come right up to her. And she doesn't have to be worried about anyone else pushing her out of the way, trying to steal our attention. So she's been having a good time over
loves
there.
it. Yeah.
I made the joke because
I was gonna say that.
because she was so uneven, where she'd be like really bad and really good. I made the joke that she was just faking it because she liked having the vacation. She just wanted all our attention to herself, so she was kind of like being like, "Oh no, I need to stay on stall rest. Like, don't put me back." But then like being well enough so she doesn't have to go to the vet.
She doesn't have to go to OBC.
Yeah. So,
Could be true.
Yes, she's been getting lots of love.
Yeah, I think she's enjoying her little vacation. She'll be back with her family. Our plans are this week, so we'll keep you posted. Yes, and that's true. Kevin invites wild birds, which we could net, but then that would create all kinds of other issues, like putting netting over top to make sure they're, and it's not just the birds going in and using it, it's their droppings. If they're flying by and pooping in the pond, that's just a whole host of different issues, HPI and otherwise. So yeah, it's complicated, but we're trying to keep everybody as safe as possible when we have things like this happening in the world. Disease is being spread, and now different vaccines are being worked on, but it's a complicated issue. We're going to talk about the weather, which is the same thing with all the emojis that we have. I didn't even look at it yet.
Yeah, I have no. It's really warm today.
Oh, it was up to 18 today. Wow,
Yeah,
yesterday was
amazing.
nice. Yeah, I got an alert that it was going to plummet, so I guess that's referring to Wednesday, where it goes down to 5. We are above freezing on all the days now.
That is very
That's
nice.
exciting. Yeah, appreciating that. We got another guest. Yeah, nights are kind of consistent, like around freezing.
Yeah, so typical spring days, nice and rainy, fluctuating temperatures. But as you can see, we're no sweaters, no jackets today.
Yes, that's your clue of what it's like out. Yeah, a bit of rain coming up. Bit of sun, bit of everything except snow. Hopefully, I'm a little bit tired of the snow, honestly.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over all the heavy jackets.
Like a few, yeah, and you gotta lug around, like lugging around heavy stuff and cleaning in like a bunch of layers. It's pretty tedious. We had snow like a few nights ago, even so. Yeah, would be nice.
Yeah, and with the warm weather, I get to wear my nice little Captain Dan.
Everybody, you saw the comments?
I did see the comments, which is why I was like, do we still have it on sale on the?
I don't
know if we
think
do have
so.
it on sale
What we
anymore.
have right now is the new little design for
which
April's
is
kids.
so cute.
Yeah, you can get on a t-shirt or a mug. So head over to our website to grab that. But I'm not sure about the Captain Dan if we still have that up.
Well,
if we don't,
too bad, so sad.
Yeah. Sometimes things are limited time. You got to grab them when you can. All right, we're gonna go to the You Said It segment, and then we're gonna wrap up in a few minutes.
What did happen?
And a lot. Abigail says, I want treats and belly rubs. Abigail wants to hang out with Bailey. That's Bailey's pig.
Yeah. It's her daughter. If you can't see the family resemblance, this is Bailey's daughter.
Yes. She reminds us every day. Oh, there we go. It's not in the store, but watch the auction. Ooh, the auction's coming up soon. Your deadline to contribute to the auction is the end of this month, end of April, which I think is the 30th. And then the auction's probably sometime in May. And Chris did not bring his painting today, but we're going to reveal it soon.
Yeah, it's been a busy week, so I haven't had time to look for it.
We have to find it.
Yeah, maybe next time I'm in, I'll take a gander for it.
You got to come in on your day off to find it.
I might have to.
It's pretty important. People are waiting. Two of my very best friends are wood ducks. I love wood ducks. I didn't know that. Not that I'm an expert by any means. That's really cool. We like teaching people stuff. That's what we're here for. Education, teaching about farmed animals, their complexities, their friendships, their different things going on. Itchy pigs.
On the gate.
No.
It's so frustrating. On the gates.
It's right. The scratch is right there.
Yeah.
Doing it right in front of us,
Sorry.
too.
We love ducks.
Yes.
We love talking about ducks. We love teaching people about ducks.
Tell you about all of the residents and ducks. Ducks are amazing. I love ducks. Here's when I read your story, Fiona. That was really nice. Those sanctuary spotlights are incredible. You're a beautiful mother with lovely children. You're also lucky to be living your best lives in this beautiful place. I also pray that Esther is at peace with her mother. That's really beautiful. Fiona's been a mom to many, many, many piglets, some of them who live here. There's probably 3 of them. We're not sure genetics, what's happening in this herd, but there's a few of her kids. Malcolm. We keep taking turns to come see us.
Yeah, I love
Sadie. And Sadie instinctively knew that she found her forever home at Houston, now has declared herself the boss of everything. Oh, that's very true. She's the boss of me.
Yeah, she takes over. She does every time. If you're sitting at the computer, she's like, "Well, that lap's for me," and she instantly jumps up.
Yep.
Which,
there she
you know,
is. It's captured. Sleeping on the computer.
right on the
writing her
notes. Perfect.
She writes her own notes. But yeah, I think about that every single day of like how smart and amazing she is for finding us and deciding to live here. Like, she's a genius. Tammy must be able to pick up radio signals across Canada with those ears. Those are pretty incredible ears.
Her ears are amazing. I love it.
We have some really good ears at the sanctuary, including this one.
Oh.
Can you fly? She would be a menace from the sky if she could fly.
Yeah, she is definitely the most stereotypical like menace goat,
Yep.
and I say that with the most love.
Oh, we love it.
But yeah, she would
She causes
cause
things.
us a lot of trouble if she could fly.
It would be a problem.
Yeah, she tries. She runs and she jumps.
Yeah. She does get airborne. Yeah.
She does get airborne. Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost wondering sometimes, like, would she want to live with Diablo or commingle with them a bit because she's that kind of energy.
Yeah, and we were talking about that last week when she was being a little too rambunctious with the senior folks.
We mentioned it to
in her own herd. I was like, "Do you want to go see like Grandpa Diablo,
Uncle George, and Grandpa Diablo?"
Yeah. I mean, if she was a little bit bigger, I'd be like, for sure, put her in there.
Yeah.
She'd get along great with the
I
rowdy
think she'd
crowd.
do okay with
Even
her
with
size.
her size. I remember the first time we brought her up to meet Obama's crew. And this is when she was just a wee little baby.
So small.
She instantly went up to Abraham, who is the biggest sheep in that little group.
In the world.
Horns up and was just ready to fight him right away.
First
and
reaction.
I was like, you're like a year old? She was just a
Yeah,
little
not
baby. I don't
even,
even
yeah.
remember. It's hard to remember.
Too small.
But yes, she went right up to Abraham and was like, I'm ready to fight. Let's go.
I
So
love that.
I think her energy would be pretty good. I think we should have a play session at some
Yeah,
point.
they kind of live
if
at
it's-
opposite ends of the barn right now. That was kind of overwintering. We're going to see maybe they want to live side by side or, yeah, just different setup here. If she wants to meet them, I'm not sure. Angelo, well, we did have them close for a minute, and he was being really bad with, like, gates and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, headbutting the gates.
Yeah.
It wasn't helpful.
Yeah, that's Angelo.
Put a scratcher on the gate. I don't know if I can install it, because I put screws in that go into the wall, but I don't know how I would safely, like, get it on the...
Yeah, you'd have to put like a piece of wood or something and then screw it into the wood over.
Oh,
or like
but
a
then how do I
piece of
attach
aluminum.
the wood to a bar?
Yeah, I mean, you could. Like, you'd have to put like the scratcher on one side, a piece
Oh.
of like aluminum or wood on the other side.
We have a genius.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try
Well,
that.
former machinist. So,
Oh!
fun fact.
I did 2 screws into the wall, and that was my expertise because I don't know how to use a screwdriver, but I figured that out. Okay, well, I'll try that later. Two geniuses, Sylvia and Chris, in our presence. Last one, this made me laugh. Definitely Falkor.
Yes. Yes. The
Agreed.
Never Ending Story is one of my favorite movies. So anytime anyone wants to post Falkor,
Yes.
compare him to our residents, do it.
Yeah,
I
it's
love seeing his
definitely, if we're
face.
going to compare it to anybody right now, it's definitely Genie vibes.
Yeah.
Wise,
Genie
old, looks
very
the
good.
same.
There was a picture of Pixie who I thought looked a lot like Falkor.
Oh,
at one
really?
point. Yeah. I don't know if I could find it again. It was from a very long time ago. But yes.
Amazing. Well,
Yeah, I
thank
love
you
that.
for being here and giving all your comments. They're really fun to read. We read them all your questions for the Magic Rainbow Bag. Yeah, look forward to more updates through the week. We'll let you know what happens with Raymond on his visit and Hercules and all of them and everybody. And yeah.
Yeah.
See you again next time.
Bye.
Bye.